KPRC2 and our community partners at Energy Transfer, Houston Christian University, and Exclusive Furniture invite you to help us clear the shelters. It's a nationwide pet adoption campaign happening now through September 10th. Cory Stottlemyer, BARC Deputy Shelter Director, is joining us in Studio A along with a special furry friend, Miso, right? Miso is along for the ride to help shed light on the crisis our shelters face and, of course, getting our furry friends into forever homes. Good morning.
Good morning.
How have you been?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So far, so good. It's Monday, feeling like a Monday, so we're getting there. But, you know, this is we do this every year, and it's such an important initiative to get as many pets inside the shelter out into forever homes. Talk to us about what it's like at your shelter right now.
So BARC sees ever-increasing calls for service from the community. We know the stray problem is something that is, at the forefront of a lot of people's mind here in Houston. So that's our responsibility at BARC to kind of bring those animals in and find outcomes for animals like Miso here, who's actually in foster care. One of our staff members who's here today, kind of helping. Baby. You probably hear her purring away. So sweet. But yeah, we have a lot of different types of animals, from cats and dogs, all breeds, all ages. We said we bring them in through enforcement, but people can turn animals in. These were actually turned in by a resident who found her and her litter mates. There's 4 of them together who got brought in. They were tiny little babies. Our staff member's been nursing her until she's ready to go up for adoption, which will probably be soon.
In most years, kitten season is sort of wrapping up about right now.
That's right.
But I feel like in this day and age, it's kitten season, puppy season all year long.
Yeah, and in Houston especially, we have the climate kind of conducive to have that. Obviously, in the early spring, and I think every year we see it start a little earlier and earlier, kitten season, we start getting little babies like Miso and her litter mates coming in very early in the spring all the way through kind of around now in the summertime. A lot of those litters get brought in. People find them in the community.
Yeah. Within the community, there are so many ways for folks to get involved. We're going to talk about the gold standard here, and that is adoption.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us about the process one would have to go through to adopt Miso or another furry friend at the shelter.
Yeah, so we do, all adoptions have to be done in person, but you can go to HoustonBark.com. If you go to our adoption page, any animal that's available is listed there, including animals in foster care, like Miso here. And if you want to go look in advance before you come to the shelter, you can get an idea of what we have. But really, day to day, we have different animals available. So come on by, we're at 3300 Carr Street, and we're open Tuesday through Sunday, noon to 5. If you find an animal you're wanting to take home, you're welcome to come and interact with it. Our animal care technicians, we have some great volunteers too, who can kind of help you interact with the animal. For cats, we have some meet and greet rooms you can sit in. You have to be 18 years of age to adopt. All you have to do is show a valid form of ID, you fill out the application, and the cost of our adoptions includes all of their routine wellness. It'll be a 1-year pet registration, their microchip, and their spay-neuter surgery.
Setting you up for success, long-term success. I love that. You touched upon this early on in the conversation, and that is you have all sorts of different types of pets, dogs and cats. And so if you at home, if you're looking for a specific breed, reach out to a shelter, to BARC, to another shelter, and ask if they have a dog or a cat that fits that description. Do not shop. Always adopt. And if you can't adopt, as Cory said, you mentioned volunteers. There are so many different ways to get involved. And I understand now is not the time for everyone to open their hearts and their homes to a four-legged friend. But if you can't do that, there are so many other things you can do in the interim, in the meantime.
Yeah, there's always volunteer opportunities from one time. Sometimes we get groups who are like, hey, we want to help out, just do a one-time event. Great, we have things you can do. We have people who come in who do everything from walk dogs, help us clean up the site, put our enrichment activities. That's a big one. Our animals get cooped up in the kennels, but our team does a great job of putting some enrichment items together, and that's always something the volunteers love helping with as well. Fostering is a great opportunity. Sometimes for kittens like Miso here who are too small to be adopted out yet. They need some time nursing. There's opportunities for fosters who are willing to put in a little bit more time and effort. And then we have big foster needs for our dogs especially. I mean, that's who we get the most of in the shelter. But we get all sizes, breeds, types. So the fostering opportunities ranges just like the adoption opportunities as well.
We're hearing her purr right now as she's getting closer to the microphone.
She hasn't stopped.
No, she is beautiful, and we, of course, hope that she can, she's in a foster right now, but we're hoping that she can find a more permanent home. Yep. We want to give a big shout out to our fosters. I don't think you guys would be able to do this without them.
No.
The work they do and how they contribute is just so incredible.
A lot of our fosters, too, they work with not only us, but a lot of our rescue partners. So the ones who go through us, they'll stay until they're adopted out, but sometimes those same fosters who have the space and time will work with our rescue partners who are like, hey, we could take this animal. Some of them do transport. We just need a local foster to keep them for, the time period. They need to put them in isolation for a little bit before some states let them transfer out. So our fosters who both will foster for us long-term, looking for adopters, will also help those rescues as well. It's a thankless job a lot of times. We are eternally grateful for them. People do it. It costs no money to actually take the animal, but a lot of times they spend their own money caring for these animals. We'll provide them with stuff out of our foster pantry, but a lot of times people do this out of the kindness of their heart. We're eternally grateful for them, truly.
Very grateful and very thankful. So we've talked about adopting, we've talked about fostering, we've talked about volunteering. For folks wanting to donate, whether it be money or items, can they do that with BARC?
Yes. So there's several ways you could donate. You can donate directly to us. We have a special revenue fund. We are the city's municipal animal shelter, but we have that special revenue fund. So if you donate, we have a Get Involved page. If you go to HoustonBark.com, it's one of the first links you'll see. There is a donation link there. But we also have Amazon wish lists as well. So I mentioned the foster program. There's a lot of items if you want to donate for the pantry, or those enrichment items we were talking about. Our outreach team is always looking for items. Different team members, a shelter team looking for things to give the animals. We'll put little lists together and you can donate there.
We love that. Last question for you, sir, before I let you go. Clear the shelters. What does this campaign mean to you?
I mean, it is, we're eternally grateful for just the amount of attention that your station and everybody in the area getting to kind of work together to kind of amplify this great need, make sure everybody is, getting a spotlight. A lot of people, you hear that adage, adopt, don't shop, and people don't always know where to go, what to think of. And we're really, really appreciative that people are getting directed to come to the shelter, find their forever family member here with us. Municipal animal shelters take in animals daily, and we're no exception. So we greatly appreciate this campaign.
We always say it takes a community, it takes a village. And Miso, we're so excited to have you in studio to kick off Clear the Shelters. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, Cory.
Thank you, Zach.
Always appreciate it.